Hey guys, so I recorded a whole video with my mic and my stand and everything, and of course in Mercury retrograde fashion the audio didn't work, so I'm here to restart this video and go over Womb Wednesday with you again, okay? So if you don't know me, I'm Raminder, a psychic healer and lawyer based in Vancouver. I'm a spiritual healer and activist, and I do a lot of different things, but this particular series is about womb healing, healing infertility through spiritual connection and spirit baby. So I'm not going to go through everything as I did in the last video. I'm going to talk about the brief points that are going to kind of help you or that you can focus on, okay? So remember that this is a collective reading, and I'm going to go over the themes that your guides wanted you to know, okay? Generally, I like to explain womb healing as, a clearing. It's a clearing of resistance. We want to connect with our spirit baby, right? We want our baby to come. I have a program that I do with clients, but overall, we have resistance in our bodies. The thing is that our resistance is in our womb space in this particular topic. It's where our sacral is, where our inner child and our trauma is. And so overall, when we have these things that we have to go through, the resistance in there can cause static, which doesn't really allow us to conceive, or our baby doesn't come when we anticipate. So babies are souls, they're spirits before they're here on the physical plane. They know who their parents are, they know who you are, they know a lot about who they are. They also know the lessons that they want you to go through. They also know when they want to come and what would have already been done by that particular time, okay? So I want to just go through a couple of these themes with you, so take what resonates. The first theme, I can't talk, Mercury retrograde is taking over everything. The first theme is the Virgin. In the shadow element of the Virgin, it is about, am I good enough? Am I experienced enough? Am I going to be a good parent? Do I have the capability of being a parent? What if things don't work out? It's all the first time jitters, right? Sometimes when that limiting belief becomes overpowering, we can truly convince ourselves that we're not meant to be it, no matter what it is in life. It could even be in a healthy relationship, it could be a job, but in this particular instance, it's I'm not good enough to be a parent because of all these things. Naturally, this weight falls on the mom because she's the one carrying, okay? And so I'm not going to be able to do it. I've never been a parent before. I don't know how much formula to give. I don't know how to change a diaper. I don't know how to bathe my child. All these things that you can tell yourself to try to get you out of making the decision that you truly want. So be cautious of that and correct it. Be like, every first time parent has felt this way, even if they're a parent now. I know that your experience is going to be different than the person next to you, and your baby is going to be different, okay? Number 2, it was about the monk and nun. So that I really saw as being able to see a wider approach. So if you've intuitively been feeling like, okay, I don't think that this approach is working for me, or I think that I need to focus on a different remedy, naturally, Big Pharma has a lot of benefits, but Big Pharma and the medical system is an indoctrination, it's an institution, and so overall, their recommendations aren't necessarily going to be holistic depending on who you talk to. It depends on the professional that you have, right? So a lot of people in this big pharma world look down on holistic remedy or naturopaths and things like that just because of what their belief system is. And so if you've been told that this is the way that's going to happen, this is the only way it could happen, it can't happen naturally, but your body's reacting to that, like you feel like, well, I think it can, or there may be a different way I could go about it, or I want to try this, but you feel the resistance from everybody else, pay attention to those moments. Pay attention to how you feel, because intuitively you know, okay? This could also play a factor when it comes to religious stuff. So your belief in spirit versus a certain God or Jesus or Allah, whoever it is. It's who do I want to be, and what does that really look like, and maybe how have everybody else's limited beliefs held you back. Okay, maybe there's also the thought of combining the virgin and the monk and nun of I can't have a child out of wedlock. So if you are engaged or you're in a partnership and you want to have a child and you're like, I don't necessarily need to be married to have one, but you are met with resistance or you feel scared, that's something to unpack right now. The third one was the healer. So I'm not healed enough. I'm not, at a point where I'm going to be able to achieve anything. I don't want to put my trauma on my kid. I have so much baggage. There's a difference between having trauma versus invoking that on your child when you know you're not ready. There's a difference between being aware, and awareness is huge in terms of healing and growth and to really get to that point. There's also like, I don't want to project. I don't want to put my kid through anything. So our kids, right? Our children are their own person. You're your own person. So no matter what, they're going to go through their own experience. You could parent in a way that you think is the absolute best, but something could still happen where your child is dissimilar or they don't agree with you. That's going to happen no matter what. And so there is no perfect parent. You are naturally going to treat your kid like shit a couple of times. That's going to happen. You can't be 100% all the time. All you can do is try your best. Okay? So giving you permission to feel that. What you're doing really well right now was focusing on your creative outlets. So we just finished the holiday season. So if you were, going to see the lights or celebrating Christmas or Hanukkah or watching Christmas movies or baking and things like that, those are all ways that your child is saying that you're connecting to yourself really well right now, connecting to the joy of that, and they want you to continue to connect to yourself in those ways, okay? And lastly, this video is about half the length of the last one, but lastly, the message from the spirit babies were, you may be feeling uncertain about whether we're coming, or if there's a possibility, whether you're going to be in limbo forever, whether you're going to be questioning your path forever. They're saying that intuitively that they're coming. You know that they are here around the corner because you have that niggling feeling like I was talking about earlier. You have that intuitive pull to something different. So follow that nudge, okay? You know that, or they're like, don't be fearful that you're not going to receive the opportunity. We're coming. We're coming, and it's always in divine timing. It's always when they know that, okay, this is a moment where we can make it happen. And so try to have more fun in it in the ways that you can. I know it's really, really hard, okay? The last thing I want to say that was coming through was following your intuition in terms of your religion as well. And so if you kind of grew up in what you think is an ultra, or what was really coming through was like ultra orthodox, and I don't mean for this to be offensive. I mean, if you are ultra orthodox, you might not be watching this, but if that is how you grew up and you felt really stifled, or you felt like you had to have a lot of kids, or you had to be submissive, or whatever it is, that could be in any religion too. That's just what was coming through in terms of the message. It could even just be for one person. If you're feeling that and you want to do things differently, I give you permission to do that. I know it's easier said than done, but your guides are with you. If this is you, your babies are with you, your guides are with you, okay? All right, that's what I wanted to say. Closing off, I want to, tell you again about my program, the first trimester program. If you want to work individually with me on the first trimester program and you want to heal your energetic womb space for 3 months, we have 6 individual coaching calls, 6 activities, which include 3 meditations and 3 general activities, 3 months of instant messaging. I'm your girl, link down below. If you want my merchandise, link below. And if you want a conscious parenting reading where you can learn more about the life purpose of your kiddo and how to help navigate them through this time, you can also get that in the link in my bio. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully the audio and everything's working fine. All right, bye.